Hey, good afternoon, Bob from Trade Genius. It's the 13th of November, and what I want to start off with is natural gas. And so we've had a big move, like I said, on Friday. Went to cash, expecting a some consolidation here, and then surprised me a little bit and shot up to here and hit it and made a new 1 month high, 20 trading days, and then we sold down. I put a Fibonacci in here looking for where it's going to be good opportunity to jump back in. And if you're long, then I probably would wait for price to get back, if you want to be long, above the point of control here, or if it breaks 308.3 area and comes back, that's a good area. And if not, it's going to come down and try to fill this gap. They had the gap was right here around $3, so $2.99 something, and so one weather report's calling for extreme cold next 2 weeks that get all the way down into Florida with some Arctic pulsing coming down. And then a report that came out that the market wanted to react to was the one that said it's going to be warmer than normal in the next 10 days. So that's what we're fighting against. But this is simply profit taking on just one hell of a move here. And now we just have to wait for it to consolidate. For me personally, I'm just going to be buying natural gas names, into this consolidation, and wait for the next move higher. There's no doubt in my mind that we're going to get some extreme cold, not just in the U.S., but also in Europe too. So it's going to put a lot of pressure on natural gas stocks, and we also export natural gas now too. So gas that would normally sit in storage is going to go right through the pipeline, right down to Louisiana, and right out of the country, and that means prices will move higher. And over the weekend, I talked about 2011. They had in 2013, he had some big moves in natural gas. In 2013 has 13-14 was a kind of a special anomaly in which the way the La Nina sets up, that causes what they call a Greenland blocking, which brings the cold into the East Coast. And that seems to matter the most to the traders. I guess in New York and Chicago, if they can feel that it's cold, they should be buying natural gas. But these jet stream plunges are going to go all the way down into Florida, and so people are going to be cranking their heaters here. And it's been cold in California, so not enough to cause any natural gas, but it's not been warm. So we're getting an early start to winter here, so something to keep an eye on. And so it's FCG is where I'm adding right now. I have a buy limit on UGAS down pretty low in case we get like a plunge down here in the next day or two to add, and then after that we'll just kind of wait and see what it does here. But I think by the Thursday report, if they're going to try to sell into this week, is that report should be really bullish on natural gas prices. Oil's flattish today. It's really fighting the sell-off, but contract rolls this week, so not worth sticking around for it. Now, moving into the land of the crypto, is that I always laugh reading about the demise of Bitcoin. And so, when the fork was over, our expectation was for Bitcoin to start to sell down, the altcoins start to move. They did a big hard squeeze on Bitcoin Cash, basically had it jumping from essentially $600 to $2,000 in a week, and now that's been cut back down to about 1,300, went all the way down to 1,000. And I think Bitcoin Cash, per my partner Phil, is it doesn't have enough institutional support or uses, and he thinks that it's going to just continue to fall over time, and Bitcoin's going to maintain its prominence. And then you also have the altcoins are going to some balance now, because a lot of people have been selling the altcoins to buy Bitcoin for these airdrops. That's, I think, ending for now, so we'll start seeing some movement on some of the altcoins. But Phil, our software was is waiting for a buy signal in the hourly. On the daily, it it definitely got us out here at the top, and we're still waiting on a buy signal officially from that. But whenever you see hammers, and then we flip down to the hourly, as it was breaking down through these linear regression channels and bouncing up, these were some good trades. And Phil pointed those trades out for people, so people made some nice money on these bounces. But Bitcoin's consolidating right now, and there's no signal yet for us to go long other than trading it. And if you go look at Litecoin, Litecoin is making a slow series of higher lows here, but it's making lower highs, so it's a nice triangle, and it needs to break out of this formation and break higher, which I think it will. And Ethereum held out, pretty much ignored all the stuff and putting in a beautiful ascending triangle. And if this thing breaks, you're looking at from 320 down to 290. You're looking at 350, which ties in beautifully here, top of the channel to around 350, 360. And we took this long signal, and now looking for a $40 or $50 move in Ethereum. So that's kind of it on the crypto side. So we've been pulsing it pretty well. The naysayers about Bitcoin and cryptos in general, these guys are going to be wrong for a while, and there's definitely institutional interest, and there's buyers coming in on these dips, because this is a new secular move. This isn't some flash in the pan. Now moving finally onto the stocks, just a couple I want to talk about. Is I think XBI here, it kind of looks like a head and shoulder pattern, but it's whenever you have a higher neckline than this, usually if it goes this way, it's definitely weaker. But I'm looking for a bounce here actually. So sitting on VWAP, sitting on a 100-day moving average, I'm looking for XBI to get a bounce here. UVXY is even though the SPY was up, it's holding, and so I'm holding a spread on it right now. But this will give us an opportunity here, definitely into Thanksgiving week. This week might be a bust for a UVXY short trade, but going into Thanksgiving week, when traders are closing positions, this will be a money maker. And then this is one I'm watching for an ad of something new in our system here. Had a nice move. Now it's consolidating that move, and right now I'm looking at 27, 28 maybe for a purchase, or I may wait to even go down to the VWAP here and get some Noble Energy. And then I've been adding, as I closed the future positions, been buying FCG, and I'm going to add a little bit every day this week, and I can always sell calls against it if I have to be patient. And then you guys, I have a position on basically a buy limit. I have it at 1027 right now, but anywhere between 10 and 1030 is where I'm gonna definitely add. And I don't know if maybe there's a gap fill in here, but I'm only buying like a third of a position in it. But I'm definitely looking for a big move in UGAS, and this is a 60-90 day play, so I think we're going to get these pulses higher. They're going to get beat back, but they're going to there's definitely going to be a big move, I would say even through February, if the 2013-14 analogy in the way the weather works holds true, because it's going to catch a lot of people who are short already February looking for the rollover into spring are going to have to cover and go long, and it's just going to rocket the prices. So anyway, everything else was kind of to me, so that's where my focus is, and we'll talk more about tomorrow. Hope you guys have a great night, and thanks for listening. Bye bye.